It's going to be John Kerry's first visit to South America since taking the Secretary of State job, but apparently not the easiest one. He is expected to face up to a barrage of questions raised about the incident involving President Morales from Bolivia when his airplane was blocked in Europe recently, and in the wake of the revelations that Washington has been spying Latin America. According to the information released by fugitive whistleblower Edward Snowden, Brazil was the top regional target for the NSA surveillance program. Washington was apparently snooping on billions of Brazilians' telephone records as well as private emails for about a decade. Brazil's Foreign Minister Antonio Patriota has said that this issue can't be left out of the conversation between the two top countries' diplomats. Right after the Brazilian Globo newspaper published an article in July on the NSA collecting data on billions of telephone and email conversations in the country, the foreign minister expressed deep concern and asked for explanations. And furthermore, Brazil wants the matter addressed at the United Nations to find a legal way to protect the rights of citizens and preserve the sovereignty of the countries. Meanwhile, it looks like the most provocative relations are still to come. Glenn Greenwald, the American journalist who published the Snowden leaked documents, claimed that what has seen so far is just a small slice of a much bigger cake. He promised to release thousands of files in the upcoming weeks or so related to what he say is secret United States surveillance of global internet. Greenwood has reportedly told Brazilian officials that the new disclosures will unveil more intricate details of the America's spy worldwide and in Brazil in particular. So it looks like Washington has some issues to iron out, while the NSA scandal seems to be taking on a broader dimensions. Ronnie Carvello to RT Brazil.
And geopolitical analyst Eric Draitser explained to us why Brazil is among the top targets of the NSA surveillance program.
The surveillance was targeting economic interests, business interests. This adds an entirely new dimension to this story because, as we all know, Brazil is one of the world's leading emerging economies. Of course, it's the United States and the ruling class in the United States that is tremendously fearful of the rising economic power of the BRICS grouping. It is not just a formality that we use this term BRICS. It represents a shift in the global economic balance of power. And the United States, knowing that its economic power is waning, is using alternative means to exercise hegemony and project its own power. And the surveillance that the NSA operates with and other agencies as well, that is a fundamental part of that. Whether it gives the United States an upper hand in negotiations, whether it allows them to use blackmail and other forms of leverage, all of this is part of the toolkit, if you will, of U.S. imperialism in Latin America and around the world.
It's just coming up to 11 here in Moscow. Still ahead this hour, Iraq's wave